right, it is time to welcome our brand new chamber members this morning. And so we're going to direct your attention to the screens, and we're going to let you know who's joined for the month of December. Let's take a look.
Kimmy Webb has been offering website design services since 2000 and has called Owensboro, Kentucky home for the past 11 years. Kimmy's love for Kentucky and this community runs deep, so she works hard for Owensboro's local businesses and nonprofits. The goal she sets for herself is to provide clients with unique web design that not only stands out but also performs beyond their expectations, with a focus that is always on client success. Joining us this morning is Kimmy Taylor. Welcome to the Chamber, Kimmy Webb. Par 3 Indoor Golf is an indoor golf facility with 3 golf simulator bays. Play over 100 different courses worldwide with different modes of play such as stroke play, best ball, scramble, and more. Practice with a variety of driving, chipping, and putting ranges. Fun and exciting mini games are great for date nights or with the whole family. Bays are rented by the hour, regardless of player total, and discounts are available for renting multiple bays at once. Alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages are available, and outside food is welcome. Joining us this morning are Aaron Coombs, Adam Blake, Brandon Hawkins, Brian Swihart, and Troy Dant. Welcome to the Chamber, Par 3 Indoor Golf. Payne Construction and Remodeling LLC is a company that has been in business since 2005. They specialize in building new homes and remodeling and pride themselves with using the best subcontractors there are in the Owensboro and surrounding areas. They look forward to serving the local community for years to come. Joining us this morning are John Payne and Tanya Payne. Welcome to the Chamber, Payne Construction and Remodeling.
So if those folks are here, we'll ask y'all to stand real quick so we can give y'all a collective round of applause. Thank you, and welcome to the Chamber. Like we do every month, we're going to take some time this morning to recognize our Ambassador of the Month. And this woman has become like an ambassador for the entire community. You see her everywhere, you hear her, she's full of energy all the time. I am so excited to recognize this morning Friday Fran Marseille. Get on up here. So Friday, Fran, we're going to give you a $50 gift card to Simply Chic. By the way, they don't sell reindeer antlers at Simply Chic, but there you go.
Trust me, baby. Thank you, everyone.
You are fabulous, Friday, Fran. All right, so it is time to introduce our breakfast sponsor, and you may have noticed they're a little extra because they came in and put their name on the back wall. But we're going to welcome up Kyle Odd, Market President from German American Bank.
Thank you, Chad. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
On behalf of German American Bank, Krista and I would like to thank you for showing up today and letting us be your sponsor. I'd like to thank the Chamber for allowing us to sponsor the does such wonderful things in the community. All the way back, Dave Roberts, Neil Ford, Adam Hancock, we used to be in CYP together. So that's when we first started in Chamber, and everything that they're involved in the community and do for our members. So appreciate everything. I know Candace isn't here today, but Shelley's got the reins and will do great. And then would like to thank Dr. Capilouto for speaking today and for keeping Stoops. But that's good. Thank you very much. But anyway, so lastly, I'd like to thank our employees. We had about 25 of us here today. You couldn't have missed them. I'm sure you were actually scared and would go the other way because we had so many of them. We do have about 50 plus employees here in Owensboro, which we're very proud of. As you can see, they enjoy volunteering. They came here. They were not made to wake up this early and come out and show that they love the bank that they work for. So thank you very much for showing up. And I do. Thank you. Thank you, Fran. And I'll give a couple names here just because. In commercial lending, which I'm involved in quite a bit, we have Kevin Rowark and John Lashbrook. Our mortgage department, we have Blake Templeton and Stephen Cottle. Vicki Nigel is our commercial lending assistant. Thank you very much. And then our branch managers, we have Sandra Brown, who's going through Leadership Owensboro right now. We have Becky Shelton, her out there, and then Liz Chenault for our South Frederica location. So thank you. Thank everybody else that's here. I'll get to you, Mark, later. But that's us in a nutshell. We're very excited. We're a strong community bank. We love to give back, and that's really where we want to focus today. You'll see the only thing that we put out today on the tables would be this flyer, and it's our school spirit card. We announced this a couple years ago. It's a fantastic thing. Obviously, I'm partial, but we're really involved in the community, involved with our high schools. And when you come in and open an account, you can ask for one of these cards, especially if you went to these schools or you went to these schools, and it's a debit card. And every time you swipe, 2 cents goes back to that school. You also see OCTC on here. And we're very excited because we got the nod about 2 days ago, actually. And in 12 weeks, you'll see another card, a purple card. And it's going to be Kentucky Wesleyan is joining. So yes, we're very excited about that. And I know that I worked with Eddie and Leah, and they're gone today, but Dr. Mitchell's around here. I really appreciate you allowing us to do this. And congratulations to you on that $460,000 you got on Giving Tuesday the other day. So anyway, the next thing, we were involved with OCTC and the emergency loan program, emergency student loan program, and just gives back to those that are struggling a little bit, that are struggling a little bit and need a little bit of money to kind of get through some of those emergency times. And Scott Williams and Mike Rogers reached out, and Amy Jackson, it kind of started with her. We decided to sponsor this over the next 5 years to really help out those students. I believe in everything that OCTC does out there, and we were very happy to partner with them in that. And then lastly, we have 4 nonprofits. We talk about our employees, how involved we get. We had a hard time picking. We wanted to support during the Christmas season some, so we decided to go with 4 nonprofits that our employees are board members. And the 4, if you'll stand up, Cliff Aiken Boys and Girls Club, I saw Steve, Kaylee, and Kiri, their new Chief Operating Officer. And then we have John Lashbrook that's on that board. We have CASA with Ashley Evans Smith. Sarah Howard is on that board. Amanda Borman, Puzzle Pieces. And with Amy Jackson and Will Higdon are on that board. And then we have one more, I'm missing them, Girls Inc., Tish. Only person that can go by one name and everybody knows who she is, Tish. But we have Krista Niehaus on that board. And I just wanted to announce during the Christmas season, just an extra $500 in your pocket to go towards everything that you all are doing during the Christmas season. Merry Christmas. And we're happy to give back. So again, want to say thank you for allowing us to sponsor today. And the last shout out we want to give, he actually likes to stay under the radar, but our chairman and CEO, Mark Schrader, is retiring here soon. And he's retiring a few days after his 50th anniversary with German American Bank. So very impressive story. So thank you and congratulations. I think that's all I have. Thanks a lot, everybody.
So you may have noted that Candace is not with us today. She is actually out of town and currently is fighting with her husband because he drives like a NASCAR champion. Got that text message earlier. She wanted me to let you know that this actually, she's mortified that she's not here today. This actually breaks her streak. 81 consecutive Rooster Booster breakfasts. So she's lamenting that today, but she's here in spirit. But in her stead, we have Shelley Nichols, who's going to have our chamber update today. Take it away.
So good morning, everyone. It's so good to see all your smiling faces. Exciting to be up here at the big table with all these great people. Before I do the chamber update, though, I would like to recognize all the elected officials that came out this morning to join us. If we could give them a round of applause, please. All right, and now for our chamber update. As always, we've got a very busy month ahead, and we started on Saturday as we kicked off Shop Owensboro, powered by Independence Bank, and it runs through December 4th. Over 500 shoppers showed up at the convention center on Saturday to pick up bags. We've been getting great feedback, and we want to thank Independence Bank and our participating merchants, which are, bear with me, J.J. Foster's, Jiffy Lube, Julep Home and Gift, Kid Stop Children's Boutique, Lance & Co. Jewelers, Legends Sports Bar and Grill, Mantled Home, Mellow Mushroom Owensboro, Molly's Mixins, Nick T. Arnold Jewelers, Nico's Bakery and Cafe, Owensboro Family-Wide MCA, Owensboro Health Park, Owensboro Symphony, Party Paper Place, Peacocks and Pearls, Preservation Station Market and Event Center, Profile by Stanford, Pure Bar Owensboro, Rael Collection, Red Wing Shoes Owensboro, River Park Eye Care, Robbins Resale and Boutique, A Day in Time, Adorn Boutique, A-Zip Pizza, Be Real Sports Cycling and Fitness, Bella Ragazza, Bluegrass Music Hall of Fame and Museum, Boutique 54, Brew Bridge, Budget Blinds of Owensboro, Byron and Barclay, Carpet One Floor and Home, Cecil Farms Produce in White Chateau, Chicken Salad Chick, Consumer Mall, Cottage Farm Stand and Baking Company, Crazy Me Gifts and Apparel, Drake's, In Vogue, Escape Today, Feta Pizza, Gadzooks, Jean's Health Food, Gramps Coffee and Donuts, Home Inspired, I keep going, Rowland Family Dentistry, Serene Relief Wellness, Shoe Stop, Simply Chic Home Accents, SIP Owensboro, The Christmas Store at Integrity, Swank Style, The Earl, Market at Hillview Farms, The Party Space Place, The Pub on 2nd, The Red Door Salon and Boutique, almost said saloon, Salon and Boutique, The Scrub Shop, Skin Therapist, The Unique Nest, Trison's Gifts, Trundle's Market and Gourmet Deli on 54, Wellburn Floral, Whitaker Guns, Willow and Pine Market, and XBS of Owensboro. So we would just like to thank those participants for getting great feedback, and remember, shop local. All right, so if you'll look on your tables, fresh off the press is our Go Chamber. This magazine came out yesterday, so take a look at that. So nominations are now open for the Athena Awards. We will have a reminder and link in our weekly email. Deadline for nominations, January 7th. On Friday, December 3rd, which is tomorrow, we will be celebrating Energy on Ice, our new ice rink. We will be cutting a ribbon at 4 p.m. Chamber Young Professionals will be holding their Christmas party on December 9th from 6 to 9 at the Weatherberry. Leadership Owensboro will be having their Human Needs and Services Day on December 9th. On December 10th, we will be out cutting a ribbon at Court, a physical therapy, so make sure you come and bring your business cards to share. On December 15th, our Chamber Ambassadors will have their monthly meeting. And our member renewals. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you take a look at your Chamber Matters on your tables, these are all the members that came back and are investing in our community. So let's give a big round of applause for the renewals. And finally, the big event, our Chamber Celebration. The date is set. So that date is January the 21st, Friday, at the River Park Center at 6 p.m. It's going to be a great event. It's always a great event, and we hope to see you all there. Thank you all very much. Have a great program.
Careered it, right? Good job, Shelley. Great. All right, so a great featured speaker today, and to introduce him to you, please welcome our board chair, Clay Ford.
Thank you, Chad. Good morning, everybody. Candy was extremely worried about not being here this morning, but she had no reason to worry. She's put together a fantastic team, and their group has done a great job of taking care of everything on a day-to-day basis. So, Shelley, thank you. And welcome again this morning on a beautiful morning. Here on the riverfront, we have a fantastic speaker here with us. We're proud to have Dr. Capilouto. We want to thank German American Bank for their sponsorship as well. Dr. Capilouto became the 12th president of the University of Kentucky, July 1st, 2011. Under his leadership, the Commonwealth's flagship and land-grant research university has grown from $2.7 billion to $5.1 billion in total operations and has gained significant momentum in fulfilling its multifaceted mission of teaching, research, service, and healthcare. President Capilouto has led a $2.8 billion transformation of the campus, which if you've been there recently, it's unbelievable what's happened on their campus. It's beautiful, and the students are have a fantastic experience to be a part of. It's aimed at enriching the living learning experience of UK students, ensuring their success, strengthening the university's research infrastructure dedicated to solving Kentucky's most intractable health and economic challenges, and expanding UK healthcare's capacity to teach, heal, and serve. Through partnerships with the private sector, increased philanthropy, and effective financial management, UK is self-financing the vast majority of this aggressive infrastructure development. Under his leadership, the priorities outlined in the strategic plan and the innovation of the campus has resulted in historic student success, a dynamic research enterprise, a sophisticated healthcare operation serving more patients with increasingly complex needs, and continued service to the people of Kentucky. The progress on the campus is resulting in a high-quality workforce and improved well-being for the Commonwealth UK has served for more than 150 years. Native of Montgomery, Alabama, Dr. Capilouto previously served as provost of the University of Alabama at Birmingham, UAB, and dean of the UAB School of Public Health, a period of remarkable growth and transformation at one of the leading academic and health sciences institutions in the South. Dr. Capilouto holds several undergraduate and graduate degrees from schools within the University of Alabama system, a doctorate of dental medicine from UAB, and a doctorate in health policy and management from Harvard University. He and his wife, Dr. Mary Lynn Capilouto, DMD, a former dean of the UAB School of Dentistry, have one daughter. Please give a warm Rooster Booster welcome to Dr. Eli Capilouto.
Thank you, Clay, for that very generous introduction. I'd have to say I make trips like this for selfish reasons, to be honest with you. You remind me of who I really work for at the University of Kentucky, and that's the citizens across this Commonwealth. When I visit, I certainly meet with a large group like this, but I can take time to meet with individuals who've been special to me and special to our university since I arrived. So I met with your former Senator Joe Bowen, who's now one of our trustees. I told him that when I used to drop our daughter off at school when she was this tall, I would say, now remember, ask a hard question. And that haunts me now because people ask me hard questions, and he's one of them. But he does so now, first as a senator, then as a trustee, always a fair, hard question that shows in a $5.1 billion complex operation that we have that he's taken the time to learn about what we do, and he wants to represent his fellow citizens to make sure we meet our mission. And then I always love my time with Terry Woodard, who I spent the evening with. I love his stories. And for him to tell me about a vision that he had starting 35 years ago about making this the center of bluegrass music, and his persistence and perseverance during all of that time to turn that dream into reality. And then Clay, when I walked in this morning and I said, well, what's new with you today in Owensboro? And he told me about some 170 refugees from Afghanistan that are being resettled here, some going to school for their first time this morning. I have to say our students compete to be the commencement speaker, which we have in 2 or 3 weeks. And I have the honor of calling them to tell them they've been selected. And the one that I've been doing it now for over 10 years. And this last one I call, who was the most grateful, proud, you would have thought he won the lottery. I called him. He's a Congolese refugee, watched his family physically and sexually abused as a child, And because this Commonwealth welcomed him and our university welcomed him, he has a remarkable success story that he's going to share. So when I look at your community and I think of those three stories, I believe you're a center of commerce, culture, and compassion. And I admire you, and it makes me want to work harder at the University of Kentucky to have more and more communities like yours. We share a mission. Ours, I like to say, and it's been the same one for 156 years, is to advance Kentucky. Its economy, its health, its education, the well-being of all its people. And even though we had to grapple with this pandemic, which just continues to annoy us, we realized that our responsibility is to start thinking about an even brighter future for Kentucky and what should it hold? And what sort of North Stars should we set for ourselves? Knowing now we have to be able to pivot on a dime if necessary. That's one thing that this virus has made us good at. So I want to share with you in my short time 5 principles and 4 numbers that I think best describe where we're headed, what we'll do about things we care about. So what are our 5 principles going forward? First, we need to inspire ingenuity in everything we do. Being with Terry last night, he's a serial entrepreneur that in his 80s, I said, well, are you working on another project? And 30 minutes later, I was just saying, how does he do this? And he told me, I just can't let opportunity pass me by. And we don't need to let any opportunities pass us by in Kentucky. Second, we have a responsibility to take care of our people on our campus and people throughout Kentucky through our partnerships. We've opened 2 complete 4-year medical colleges in Northern Kentucky and Bowling Green without any request for funds from the state, because we decided, you know what, those are shortage areas for physicians. If you recruit students there, you train them there, they stay there. We're going to have our first class graduating from Bowling Green, and our vision is being fulfilled. They're staying in that community. And back to bold dreams, when I got to Kentucky, I had a construction fence around a 100-bed hospital, and I said, what are these people doing? Building a hospital like this in a town of 300,000 people? Well, my predecessor, Lee Todd, and Mike Karp, the vice president he recruited, had a simple vision, and that is no Kentuckian should have to leave home, no matter how sick they are, and no matter how complex the care they need. And I can tell you now, unfortunately, we have more demand for those beds than we have beds. And we are either the number 1 or number 2 hospital for transfers, not in Kentucky, not in the region, but in the country. So we got to take care of our people. We have to continue to put students first in everything we do. Ask anytime we decide to do something, I want people to think, gee, does this put students first? As Clay noted, we're a $5.1 billion enterprise. We'll be close to $6 billion by the end of next year. We receive $250 million from the state, and we leverage it into being one of the biggest employers, an economic driver. But I always tell people this is the people's money. And we've got to have, accountability and trust, transparency. Lastly, in a time where we're more diverse and on some days too divided, we've got to honor that idea that we are many people, but we must be one community. We have students from all 120 counties, all 50 states, and over 100 countries. It's a wonderful place to learn about different cultures and ethnicities and races, and so we want to maximize that opportunity for our students. So here are my 4 numbers: 470 million, 250,000, 30,000, and 1. The last number is 1. So this pandemic, we used a big tent, big table. We brought 500 people together, said, how do we get through this? How do we continue to educate, discover, heal, and serve Kentucky? We had to, our students separate, and that has consequences. People come to college to know more about themselves, and they usually do that through and with others. We had to come up with this new normal way, a whole new set of policies. There was no new playbook, no playbook for this. We had to create our own. But what did I see? I saw people who cared, and they were creative. A college of design that came up with a unique face mask that we could manufacture inexpensively. A college of medicine and other health sciences that came together and were one of the biggest centers for clinical trials during this pandemic. And everybody just kept asking, what can I do to help? So all of this throughout this pandemic, and I will confess to anybody, it was the roughest 40 years of my career, roughest year in the 40 years of my career. But I come away from it, still going through it, with deep, abiding hope for what I saw. So back to our principles, inspiring ingenuity, and $470 million. $470 million, up 9% from last year. The amount of external support we go out and compete for against the best national researchers around the country. It's $470 million. And I tell people we're looking for answers all the way from curing cancer to capturing carbon in coal production. Still going to have to use that as a fuel source. We move forward. So practically, how are we going to use that? We've been one of the pioneers in that area. But more important than the dollar amount is the deep discovery in cancer and where we choose to focus. Vice President Lisa Cassis is our research operation. About 7 years ago, she came to me and she said, these are our research priorities. These are the things that most plague Kentucky. So our areas are cancer, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, neurological disorders, especially memory loss, substance use disorders, energy, and an understanding to a commitment to better understand a diverse community. So how can we uniquely answer these questions, do it so well, garner all this research? Pound for pound, we're one of the leading research universities in the country. What makes us unique? We're one of only 8 universities in the country. And by the way, there are over 4,000 universities and colleges in the country. We're one of 8 that has on a contiguous campus everything from the liberal and performing arts, engineering, law, a complete academic health center, all together. And these thorny questions that we have to answer today are usually found at the intersection of the disciplines. It takes team science to address these, and we're well positioned to do it. And one of the things I'm most proud of, there was competition from nearly every state in the country. And a couple of years ago, we were successful. I learned we had the best score that the National Institutes of Health assigned, and that was our plan to reduce opioid deaths by 40% in 3 years in Kentucky. It's been hindered some, certainly by COVID, but we remain committed to that bold goal. We know it has the hope of changing the lives of individuals, families, and entire communities, and that's part of taking care of our people. But there's another way we took care of our people in Kentucky this year that makes me very proud. If you recall, these vaccines were delivered in December of 20, and only hospitals had the mechanisms, the refrigeration and all, usually that you could store this stuff and deliver it. So it was limited distribution. And once you opened a vial, you had to use all of it or it'd spoil. And so how are we going to do this? There was no universal registration system. There's no appointment system. How are we going to get beyond delivering this to healthcare workers? I told State Health Officer Dr. Stack, I think he's done a great job. I said, if you give us the vaccine, as much as you can give us, I promise you we will vaccinate every school teacher, both public and private school, every first responder, every healthcare worker in Fayette County, and we'll do it in weeks. Well, 250,000 doses later, was able to say we lived up to that promise. Shots of hope. But the reality, when I said that to him, I had no idea we were going to do that. But I believed in the University of Kentucky, and I knew I could turn to a team of people from an emergency operations center to healthcare to athletics, our police. I knew they'd come together. And they came together and they worked around the clock for 5 days and stood up that mass vaccination clinic. It's just remarkable. And we had to do it through lots of volunteers, especially our students who came forward and made that possible. So putting students first, our biggest responsibility, educating the next generation of scholars, artists, physicians, dentists, nurses, engineers, you name it. We can do it at the University of Kentucky. How do we prepare them for a rapidly changing ecosystem with disruption after disruption? And I'm glad to say we have 330 students from your county experiencing life at the University of Kentucky. And I was glad to meet John Michael this morning. We look forward to his arrival. But this last year was very difficult for students. Over a 3-day period when we had to decide in March of 2020, we got to send everybody home. We asked students to isolate when they came back. Loneliness is not a healthy experience on a college campus. But our Office of Student Success, after we'd sent everybody home, came to me with a plan. I didn't ask them to do this. They said, we're going to call every student. And within 2 weeks, they called 30,000 students to see how they're doing. So that's my other number, 30,000. How are you doing? How can we better serve you? And I'd have to say that kind of touch, along with some other creative things we're doing. Clay mentioned record-setting student success. We're 2 percentage points away from being in only a group of 150 universities. And this includes the Harvards and the very select universities that let in, quite frankly, very well-prepared students. We're 2 percentage points away from that graduation rate that those groups enjoy. And that's because of people, faculty and staff who care. So next, trust, transparency, and accountability. There's not enough money to pay for a violation of trust or accountability. So many things we do, from healthcare to athletics, serve as front porches to our university. And across that entire university, in an environment where there are higher expectations when it comes to integrity, trust, and compliance with sometimes overwhelming set of rules and regulations, we cannot lose sight of our responsibility as the Commonwealth's flagship research university to maintain the trust of the people who make possible everything I've described to you. And then lastly, many people, but one community. I told you how we have people from every corner of Kentucky, this country, and the globe. And we live at a time that we don't fully understand our perspectives and our histories and our stories. So what a marvelous place to share those in a respectful way. We may continue to disagree on matters, but we look at our campus as a place to learn how not to be disagreeable. So in closing, I would say what we wish for Kentucky, I see every time I visit Owensboro. We simply want a healthier, wealthier, wiser Kentucky. And we are proud to be your partner in that quest. Thank you all very much.
Thank you so much. Dr. Capilouto, thank you very much. Quick show of hands, how many UK graduates are in this room? Oh, a bunch. How many UK fans are in this room? Oh my gosh, a bunch. Shocker. Quick question. How many UK fans here this morning are like huge fans of UK basketball and have never been to a UK basketball game at Rupp? Do we have anybody who hasn't? Oh, a couple. Oh, actually several. Okay, stand up. This is fun. So, courtesy of Judge Jeff Taylor, your boy Benefield happens to be holding a couple of UK tickets. Yes, indeed. Okay, I see Amber waving. Yes, you can wave all you want, Amber. It's not going to do much for your campaign here. Okay, so these tickets are actually for the Tuesday game. That is the Rupp Arena, 7 o'clock versus Southern University. Can I just say these tickets are really good too? So let's just break it down for you. Section 11, row B. Yeah, see, did you hear the murmurs for the people who've been at Rupp? Seats 13 and yes. Okay, so good tickets, right? Yes? Is that Brenda? Is that BC Hammer over there? My tennis partner, everybody, Brenda Clayton, who I call BC Hammer. Okay, do me a favor, Brenda, if you would, go back and stand like in front of where Rodney is with the camera, right here in the middle. Like right now, yes, yes. Stimulus response, Brenda, stimulus response. Think of it as a tennis drill. Run over here, Brenda. Tiffany. Hey, Terry. Oh, Terry Pollard just had a birthday, by the way. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Tiffany, let's see. You come stand right here. Terry, you're good where you are. Amber, you're good where you are. Okay, this is fun. Can you do me a favor? Can you get on just like a YouTube UK fight song for us? Sure. We're going to have a pep rally. John Michael, come on up. Who just murmured, that poor kid? Thank you, Amy Jackson. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to give you these tickets. They're not to keep, sorry. Okay, so I need you to go you're going to start here at Tiffany, okay? So what you're going to do when you hear the UK fight song, you're going to run. Full speed, okay? And I don't need you to join in too, okay? Now Chris is going, bless his heart. Y'all, he's the youngest person in the room. He has more energy than anybody else in here, okay? This is why I chose him. Okay, so you're going to run clockwise or counterclockwise. You get to pick.
All right.
Okay, well, I mean, all right. Know the room so we know.
I run clockwise.
You're going to run clockwise. Now, which way is that? Good for you. Yes. Dr. Capilouto, he's going to make UK so proud. Okay, now, I'm not kidding. This isn't the parade where you're going like this and just wait. You have to run, okay? Because the UK fight song is how long? 50 seconds, okay? So when that ends, whichever one of these 4 UK fans who sadly have never been to a game, whichever one you're closest to is going to the game on Tuesday. Good? Are y'all ready for, Tiffany, I don't need you trying to bribe him, okay? So, okay, fans, UK fans, we need to make lots of noise. This is a pep rally. So if we can, let's cue the UK fight song. When you hear it, you gotta run. Go. Go! Go, 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 go! I'll run faster than that. Go, 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 go! Keep motoring. Okay, he's taking the long way around. You can cut in and out of tables. Keep going! Keep moving. Oh, we're still going. All right, toe touch. Keep going. Oh, it may be looking good for BC Hammer. Oh. BC Hammer, I think he's closest to you. Thank you very much. Brenda, have fun at the game. Tiffany, sorry you have to take that long walk back, honey. Thank you. Amber, sorry. Everybody, let's hear it for John Michael right there. That was awesome. He's like, I got to shower before I go back to school. Okay, so one more thing from our friends at German American. I mentioned earlier they're a little extra because their name's back there. Actually, they did something really festive and extra for you today. I love this. So, a lot of times we have breakfast sponsors. There's all kinds of swag on the table. Our friends at German American actually decided to take that money and pour it directly back into our local economy for the holidays because 'tis the season for shopping, right? So, I'm sorry. Were you doing something? What are you doing?
I've got the song ready.
Do it! Play it! Don't be shy, just play that thing. Okay. I wish I would have had that when I was making my speech. Okay, so we can't let a December Rooster Booster go by without spreading some holiday and Christmas cheer, right? So, our friends at German American use that swag money to purchase gift cards from a variety of local retailers and businesses. And those gift cards are hidden under a variety of chairs in this room. So ladies and gents, start digging under your chairs and look for presents. And we want you to make lots of noise if you find one. Oh. Okay. German American employees, you cannot win. So for the ladies over here, like power flipping chairs like they're in the WWE, you can stop. Jeez. You can't take some people anywhere. Yeah. And by the way, each gift card is worth $100. Oh yeah. So have we found them? Wait, we're pointing? Who found one? Awesome. See it in the air. Oh, there were over there. We got another one. We got another one. More. Friday Friend, did you get one? Who else we got? Awesome. Congratulations, you all. German American, thank you so much. What a fun way to spread some holiday cheer and joy. Love that. You all have a fantastic December, and we will see you, oh my gosh, I can't believe we're saying it, in 2022.